We often think healing should be a straight line. We expect to move from pain to peace with ease. But life is rarely predictable. Healing is not about perfection. It's about progress, not perfection. It's about embracing the messy and unexpected journey. True healing requires courage. We must confront our pain, not ignore it. We must be willing to feel it all. The journey might be long, but it is worth it. It is in the cracks and imperfections that we discover our strength. Setbacks are a natural part of healing. They are the unexpected turns on our journey, the moments that challenge our resolve and test our patience. But these setbacks are not the end of the road. They are merely bends in the path that lead us to greater understanding and growth. Just when we think we've made progress, we might stumble. It's like hiking up a mountain trail, where the path is not always clear and the terrain can be rough. We might trip over a root or lose our footing on loose gravel. These stumbles can be disheartening, but they are also opportunities to pause, reflect, and regain our balance. We might feel like we're back at square one. This is not failure. It's a chance to sit down, look at the bigger picture, and understand where we went wrong. It's a moment to gather our thoughts and plan our next steps with more wisdom and insight. This is simply part of the process. Just as a river flows over rocks and around bends, our journey is filled with twists and turns. Each obstacle we encounter is a part of the natural flow of life, shaping us and helping us grow. Imagine a wave crashing on the shore. It recedes, only to gather strength and return. This ebb and flow is a powerful metaphor for our own healing process. Each retreat is not a defeat, but a preparation for a stronger comeback. It recedes, only to gather strength and return. In the same way, our setbacks allow us to gather our strength, learn from our experiences, and come back with renewed vigor and determination. Healing can feel like this. It can be a meditative process where we take time to breathe, reflect, and center ourselves. It's about finding peace in the midst of chaos and using that calm to propel us forward. We experience moments of progress followed by periods of retreat. These cycles are natural and necessary. They allow us to reach new heights, just like a hiker who pauses to rest before continuing to the summit. These setbacks are not signs to give up. They are tests of our resilience and determination. Standing strong against the wind or climbing a steep path requires effort and perseverance, but it also builds our strength and character. They are opportunities to learn. Each setback teaches us something new about ourselves and our journey. It's like journaling in nature or reading a book under a tree, where we gain insights and knowledge that help us grow. Each time we rise from a setback, we grow stronger. We develop resilience. Just like jogging on a beach at sunrise or lifting weights outside, these challenges build our physical and mental strength, preparing us for future obstacles. We learn to navigate the ebb and flow of healing. Like a kayaker navigating river rapids or a surfer riding a wave, we become adept at handling the ups and downs, finding our balance, and moving forward with confidence and grace. Mistakes are often seen as failures, but in the context of healing, mistakes are powerful teachers. They offer valuable lessons. They guide us towards a deeper understanding of ourselves. Think of a child learning to walk. They stumble, they fall, but they get back up. Each attempt, even the wobbly ones, brings them closer to mastering the skill. Healing is similar. We learn by doing, by trying, by sometimes getting it wrong. Each mistake, each wrong turn, teaches us something valuable. It refines our path and leads us closer to wholeness. Years ago, I experienced a period of deep personal struggle. It was a time when everything seemed to be falling apart, and I felt like I was losing control over my life. The days were long and filled with uncertainty, and the nights were even longer, haunted by my thoughts and fears. I thought I was healing well, moving forward. I started to see glimpses of hope and moments of joy. I believed that I was on the right path, slowly but surely leaving my struggles behind. I engaged in activities that brought me peace and surrounded myself with positive influences. But then, I faced a setback that shook me to my core. It was unexpected and left me feeling vulnerable and exposed. All the progress I thought I had made seemed to vanish in an instant. The pain and confusion were overwhelming, and I didn't know how to move forward. I felt lost and discouraged. The path that once seemed clear was now shrouded in darkness. I questioned everything I had done and wondered if I would ever truly heal. The weight of my emotions was heavy, and I felt like I was drowning in my own despair. It would have been easy to give up, to let the pain consume me, and to retreat into a shell of my former self. The thought of giving up was tempting, as it seemed like the only way to escape the relentless storm inside me. But deep down, I knew that giving up was not an option. But instead, I allowed myself to feel the pain. I embraced my emotions, no matter how difficult they were. I realized that in order to heal, I had to confront my pain head-on. I took deep breaths and let myself cry, scream, and feel every ounce of my suffering. I reached out for support. I leaned on my friends and family, who offered me their love and understanding. I sought professional help, knowing that I couldn't do it alone. Their support became a lifeline, helping me navigate through the darkest moments. Slowly, I began to see the setback as a turning point. It was a painful but necessary part of my journey. It forced me to look within and address the deeper issues that I had been avoiding. I started to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and my hope was rekindled. It forced me to reevaluate my path. I began to understand that healing is not a linear process, and setbacks are a natural part of growth. I learned to be kinder to myself and to accept that it's okay to stumble and fall. Each setback became an opportunity for self-reflection and growth. It led me to new insights and ultimately a deeper level of healing. I discovered strengths within myself that I never knew existed. I found new ways to cope and to find joy in the little things. My journey was far from over, but I was now equipped with the tools and resilience to face whatever came my way. It taught me that setbacks, however painful, can be catalysts for growth. They are not the end of the road, but rather a detour that can lead to new and beautiful destinations. My healing journey took an unexpected turn, but it was this turn that brought me to a place of deeper understanding and peace. Healing requires vulnerability. It's about opening up, showing our true selves, and being honest about our struggles and fears. This is not an easy task. It demands courage and a willingness to face our own imperfections. But it is through this process that we begin to heal. We must be willing to let down our guard. This means allowing others to see us as we truly are, without the masks we often wear to protect ourselves. It means being open to the possibility of rejection, but also to the possibility of deep, meaningful connections. We must be willing to ask for help when we need it. This can be one of the hardest things to do, especially in a world that often values independence and self-reliance. But asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of strength and self-awareness. This can be scary, but it is also incredibly powerful. When we reach out, we not only give others the opportunity to support us, but we also give ourselves the chance to grow and learn from the experience. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we open ourselves to connection. We create bonds that are based on authenticity and trust. These connections can be a source of immense strength and comfort, helping us navigate the challenges of life. We create space for empathy and understanding. By sharing our own stories and listening to the stories of others, we build a community of support and compassion. We learn that we are not alone in our struggles and that others have faced similar challenges. We realize we are not alone in our struggles. This realization can be incredibly liberating. It reminds us that we are part of a larger human experience and that we can draw strength from the collective wisdom and resilience of others. This applies to how we treat others as well. When we recognize our own imperfections, we become more compassionate towards the imperfections of others. We understand that everyone is doing their best, even when they fall short. Everyone is fighting their own battles, navigating their own healing journeys. We may not always see the struggles that others are facing, but we can choose to approach each person with kindness and empathy. Let's offer each other grace. Let's be patient and understanding, recognizing that we are all works in progress. By doing so, we create a more supportive and loving world. Let's meet each other with compassion. In doing so, we not only help others heal, but we also contribute to our own healing. Together, we can create a community where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparison. We see others who seem to be healing quickly or effortlessly. We judge ourselves harshly, wondering why our journeys seem so much harder. But healing is not a competition. There's no right or wrong way to heal. We all have our own timelines, our own unique paths to walk. Comparing ourselves to others only hinders our progress. Instead, let's focus on our own journeys. Let's celebrate our own small victories. Let's trust that we are exactly where we need to be. Healing is hard work. It requires immense courage and resilience. That's why it's crucial to be kind to ourselves throughout the process. We must learn to treat ourselves with the same compassion we would offer a loved one. Imagine talking to a friend who is struggling. Would you criticize them for their setbacks? Or would you offer words of encouragement and support? We deserve that same kindness from ourselves. Let's practice self-compassion. Let's acknowledge our pain without judgment. Let's celebrate our strength and resilience. Our scars tell our stories. They are reminders of what we've overcome. They are testaments to our resilience. Instead of viewing them as imperfections, let's reframe them as symbols of strength. Each scar represents a lesson learned, a challenge overcome. They show that we have the capacity to heal, to grow, to emerge from difficult experiences stronger than before. Healing is not a destination. It is a lifelong journey of growth and self-discovery. There will be ups and downs, twists and turns. There will be moments of joy and moments of despair. But through it all, let's remember to be kind to ourselves. Let's celebrate our progress, no matter how small. And let's embrace the messy, imperfect, and ultimately beautiful journey of healing.